And so we've improved to a straw. He now is on an all liquid diet through a straw. His mouth is wired shut. It will remain wired shut through mid-September. He has weekly orthodontist appointments with his oral surgeon. And, it's not something that happens overnight.
When we asked him what happened, what led up to it, he goes, I have no idea. I didn't see it coming. We were playing 5-on-5s. I got challenged to a 1-on-1. And so I drove up the middle, and that's the last thing I remember. And then he was attacked.
What would you like to see done to the people who did this to your son?
I think the hardest part has been that these athletes are still participating in school sports. So as our son is home recovering, still under concussion protocol, these athletes are continuing as if it's life as usual, nothing happened. Both school systems that these children attend are hiding behind the idea that it happened off campus, and they claim they have no responsibility and no jurisdiction. I call BS.
The kid that you see at the end of the video that gets that final punch in, which is what broke his jaw, he's the only kid currently charged with aggravated battery. None of the other kids, even the kid that you can see in the corner that has him cornered before the first attacker comes, he got punches off. He's not being charged. None of the kids who celebrated or posted it on social media are being charged. And we're being told it's because our son's friends went in to defend him, and our son stood up to try to defend himself, that because they got involved, they're just calling it an affray, and they're not going after the other kids.
For us, I would much prefer that people would sign our petition. And my hope is to truly get this to a federal level where we can demand some level of reform and change. I have heard from countless people, the number of emails that we have received where people have shared their own personal stories of trauma and bullying. Moms have reached out because their kids committed suicide because they were bullied. I don't know why it happened, but I know that we were given a voice for a reason. And I think it's time that we societally demand accountability.
Look, man. This bullshit, all right? I'm a low baller, but I've had at least 8 concussions. Anyone who knows me knows the number's way higher than that. I've had at least 8, though, verified on paper concussions. Last time I got concussion, I was in jail. I got jumped, all right? I never got a whiplash and then concussion. You know what I'm saying? I never got nothing more than a concussion when a concussion happened. You know you concussed, too, because you throw the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? You throw the fuck up. Concussion protocol means stay awake for the next 12 to 24 hours. Actually, not 24. I think it's 12. I remember it's 12. Because I remember when I got in jail, I got jumped in jail. I wasn't going to bed till midnight. And luckily, we had late night that night. Because I knew, I was like, yo, I know how to do this because I've been through this so many times. All right? Never had my jaw wide shut and keep my... I've been squabbled worse than that kid got squabbled, man. You know what I'm saying? You notice how she said the federal government? And then she's like, you know what I'm saying? They want, man, the federal government shouldn't have nothing to do with our kids. That's all this is, man. They, you know what I'm saying? Stop it, man. Stop it. I want the audio to that tape. I want the audio to that tape because I promise you he was saying some slick shit. Or he would, look at everyone in that video. They all white. You know what I'm saying? Look at everybody in that video at that court. He the only white boy there from what he looked like. And she talked about, oh, he said one-on-one. Motherfucker, they was talking about throw the ones. That's what they was talking about, bro. You know what I'm saying? Look, this is why I hear a lot of white people that throw the N-word around. I don't do that shit. Because I understand where I come from. You don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got like 1, 2 boys, it's like cool with you doing that. That's one thing, man. I still don't even do that. You see what I'm saying? It's just not a habit you want to get in the duration, or not the duration. You don't want to get in the habit of doing shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I just had to make this shit quick. You know what I'm saying? But that bitch reaching. That bitch reaching. I want to see that kid mouth like Kanye, like this. So I know his shit really wide shut. Because that's some bullshit. I feel like it's, whoop, whoop, they pulling that right out their ass. Bees, man.